So the fact of the matter is, I really do not want to have a niche, okay? And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know there are a lot of people who start their YouTube channels and they don't necessarily want to be confined to a niche. And I get it because I feel the same way in a lot of ways, right? But in listening to people who are a lot smarter than me when it comes to expertise on YouTube and the way things should be done, especially if you want to grow and have a lot more success on YouTube. It's actually essential to have one, right? It is essential to have one. Now, having said that, up until this point, I feel like I have kind of tried to confine myself a little bit into some kind of niche, and I'm not necessarily gained like any kind of significant traction per se, right? So from this point on, I just feel like, well, for the month of May, right? As you'll recall, well, for those of you who've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I like to just try different things every month, experiment different things, and that's probably the reason why I'm not growing as quickly as maybe I could be or should be. But I think for the month of May, I'm going to experiment a little bit more and just veer outside of what would typically be quote unquote my niche, which is like the online business space, right? Online marketing, digital marketing, affiliate marketing. I have, if you look at my channel description or my channel banner, I have on there online business, personal development, and financial independence, right? So, on previous videos, I've spoken quite a bit about financial independence, but mostly predominantly about online business, right? Predominantly selling digital products, digital marketing, affiliate marketing, all that type of stuff, right? Well, in my will to not necessarily confine myself, like restrict myself to any one particular niche, I think this month of May I'm going to just for a little bit, right? I'm gonna veer. I don't want to say I'm gonna be all over the place, right? I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be all over the place. Whatever I do, I still am always gonna kind of try to tie it back to like my main, what has been my main niche up until this point, so to speak. And here's the other thing, one thing I've got to point out, right? I remember when I first started this channel, it was never, it's in fact, it's part of the reason why I named it the way I did, right? I am Christian M. This was meant to be a channel that was just about me posting whatever I wanted to post about. It was never my intent to post with the goal of trying to be, get monetized through the YouTube Partner Program. Like that was what I had, prior to actually getting started. It's only when I got started that I was like, I started seeing all the YouTubes on easy mode stuff and getting monetized in 30 days. It's only then that I started to think about, what, if I'm going to be doing this and can get paid for it, why not actually try to get monetized, right? Try to get those 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. And I essentially completely lost sight of why I started this channel to begin with. This was meant to be something that was just going to be like my fun place, my outlet where strangers would get to come, come get to know me as a person in essence, right? And I would also get to meet a bunch of others as well, and start conversations and all that type of stuff. Just talking about whatever, right? And I found myself, right? And I guess because of the advice of gurus and people who were a lot more advanced and talking about like the importance of having to niche down, right? So I know you're out there, a lot of people creative, you have all kinds of different ideas and different things that you want to talk about and all that. You have different interests and hobbies, and there is the argument that you are the niche, right? You, the individual, are the niche, so you can pretty much do whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, and people are gonna be interested and watch your videos still, no matter what, because they're interested in you, the person, right? You are the brand, right? What they're following is you, the individual. So whatever you do, in essence, that's the argument, right? For those who say that there should, you don't need to have a niche, right? That's the argument, is that you are the niche, and so whatever you do, it's all about you. And that's kind of the idea I had when I first, when I had the idea of this channel, right? Hence the way I named it the way I did. I am Christian, and basically this is what I'm about, this is what I do. And obviously, obviously look to maybe monetize it in some way, shape, or form, and that's the online business aspect of things, right? Without necessarily going through the traditional YouTube AdSense part, the YouTube Partner Program type stuff. So I have gotten to where I have thus far, which is not anything particularly groundbreaking, right? So with that being said, at the risk of alienating a lot of people that have already subscribed to the channel, basically at the risk of losing maybe a lot of subscribers, right? Because that's not what they signed up for, maybe. I'm going to take this month of May to expand my horizons a little bit, right? And share different things. Like, for instance, right now, I know it's late in the evening, and I've come to the gym, come to work out a little bit. This is not typically something that I would be, actually, that's kind of besides the point, because what I'm talking about, I just happen to be at the gym, right? This is the gym at where I live, right? So it's, there was a part of me that felt like maybe I should create videos of me working out, but I'm like, man, that's not me. Let's just put it that way. I mean, it is me, right? It is me. I do work out, I do exercise and all that type of stuff, but I don't know that I want to be creating content about working out and health related type stuff. I'm no health guru or nothing like that, and I don't necessarily have any major desire or interest to create that kind of content, right? In as much as I am actually interested in fitness and being fit and exercising and all that type of stuff. But maybe that's what I need to do, right? I've seen, I learned from other channels. I see, and successful ones too, right? I've seen, there's a guy, I can't remember his name. Anyway, he creates the most mundane, basic videos, and it's just his regular, everyday, like just regular stuff, right? Like, people will watch him for hours going to the grocery store, but he's I think like a bodybuilder. Somebody watching, I'm pretty sure you might know who I'm talking about, or maybe not, but he's a pretty popular guy on YouTube. He's pretty big, like buff, muscular guy. I think he does bodybuilding, a lot of bodybuilding content, stuff like that. I can't remember his name right now to save my life, but he has like some of the most basic, not boring, I shouldn't say boring, but very, very basic Monday, like no crazy fancy editing or any of that type of stuff, right? Just regular stuff. Like, you'll see him go to the grocery store and he's got videos of him pushing his cart, picking out food and stuff. So, but anyway, that's just basically where my head's at right now. That's basically what I'm thinking. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for me, just put them in the comments section below. I will be sure to respond. And if you're curious to know what it is that I do, if you're interested in getting to start and learn how to get going with affiliate marketing, digital marketing, promoting digital products, creating your own, or promoting other people's as an affiliate, feel free to check out the first link in the description that I have below in this video, and we can take it, and you can take it from there. Just get started there. All right. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.